Hello everyone, Van Adams here and thanks for joining my channel. I think it was noted African American psychologist Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu in his book, The Conspiracy to Destroy Black Boys, who said, mothers love their sons and raise their daughters. As a black man, I understood intrinsically what he was saying. His observation was that black mothers, because of societal fears, they saw too many boys dying of gun violence, racism, drugs, and you name it. Black boys were being held tight by black mothers, in some ways overprotected, and in many ways, boys, while raising them, were given a pass when it came to chores and the responsibilities to prepare themselves for manhood. Conversely, girls were being taught to do their chores, study hard, and prepare for womanhood. But I'll talk about that more later. So I remember getting up early that day because the drive was a few hours away. The scenery going there was amazing, with coffee and tea farms as far as the eye could see. But it didn't dull the suspense I was having because I was scheduled to speak at the school, not in the U.S. like I had done many times before, but this time halfway across the world in rural Kenya. Back in the day, I worked for the Urban League, and at that time we received government funding to institute a program to help change the lives of young black boys. This was a mission I took seriously. My job was to use a curriculum we had designed and to mentor hundreds of black boys in our public schools. Many of them were without fathers, and we tried to encourage them to make good decisions, prepare them for life and a future, and to learn how to dodge life's pitfalls that were sure to come. But fast forward to Kenya, because before I knew it, we were at the school. The grounds were dusty and the campus wasn't that great by today's U.S. standards, but it was lively. The noise of laughter could be heard and rhythmic singing.
So you looking cool. All right. Give him a microphone.
Strangely though, this was an all-boys school. I found out that a few years ago there was a horrific incident at a co-ed school involving some naughty boys that harmed some girls seriously. The incident was so bad it shook the entire country. So the government mandated that their junior high to high school students separate to become an all boys and an all girls educational system. I give credit to Kenya though for making such a bold change to ensure their children can learn in a healthy and safe environment. So after I was introduced to the principal and toured some of the school facilities, before I knew it, I was escorted to where I would talk to the boys, and that's when I was amazed by what I saw. Amazed because for as far as I could see, in the room of this clayish brick building was a sea of boys full of life and eager to hear what I had to say.
My name is Dodson. Did I say it right, Dodson? Okay. And how old are you? Steve. Right, excellent. Now, Dodson, what do you want one day?
I want to become an international nurse.
An international nurse. Okay, that's good, that's good.
You can't give what you don't have. But I realized I had enough to give them that day, because these boys reminded me of the boys in the classroom back in the U.S. that I had spoke to many years ago. These boys were no different. There were a lot of commonalities, so I asked a few of them their names. I asked them how old they were and what they wanted to be in the future. They had dreams of being a doctor or an engineer or a pilot, and many of them, like myself, didn't know what they wanted to do at that age.
Mathematics, geography, language. My name is Lincoln.
All right. Stand proud as a boy and as a man. Stand proud. Okay, and then tell us how old you are.
I'm 16 years old.
16 years old. Wonderful. And what do you want to be in the future?
I want to be a lawyer.
A lawyer.
I told them there were stages in life. Time to be a baby. Time to be a child, a teenager. And that there are so many things that are supposed to happen towards a healthy development during each stage. But what happens is that we skip those stages and we try to become an adult much too fast. And then we wish we could get those times back. Too often the innocence of childhood is being snatched away. We talked about dreams and the importance of having dreams. I told them that they were just as smart as anyone in America or Japan or Germany. God gave them a brain just like the next one, but it was up to them to work and apply their gifts and talents. Don't waste your time and don't skip your steps. Enjoy them because they go all too fast. Most importantly, I told them that character was important and knowing who they are. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Knowing that you can be great in spite of your economic conditions. I told them struggles would come. I told them not to give up hope. Don't commit suicide, even when you feel like you want to die. You can start again tomorrow. I told them that having a relationship with God and faith in God and faith in themselves can take them from nowhere to anywhere in the world. Africa has some of the youngest population in the world. And that day I was looking at the leaders of tomorrow. And I remembered what Dr. Kunjufu said about the conspiracy to destroy black boys. Today, I think there's a conspiracy to destroy both boys and girls, to rob them of their innocence and a future. We still have a responsibility to speak life into their futures. We can plant seeds of hope and give them an expectation. I leave you with this. For the scripture says, as a man or woman thinks in his heart, so is he. Think big, young man. Think big. This is Van Adams. Comment, like, and subscribe. Shalom.